Hello, podcast listener. Are you looking for 11 herbs and spices? Do you want to lead a marching band? Do you have a complaint about Scott Foss? Sit back, relax, and listen to this episode of JJ Meets World because we're going to touch on all of it. And by the way, if you'd like to help support our podcast, visit jjmeetsworld.com where you can donate to our Patreon, pick up some killer swag at our merch shop, or click the link to Apple Podcast and give us a 5-star review.
1, 2, 3, 4. J.J. Gordon, sort of like that Indiana Jones, in that he's always sniffing out his next adventure. Yes, he is! He's always interviewing guests so he can have them on his show and they can talk about pop culture, arts, and leisure. J.J. has his flag unfurled and he likes his french fries curled, and he's fun and then he twirled as he goes to meet the world. He will march into the rain even if his ankle sprained. Take a peek inside his brain. This podcast is called JJ Meets World.
For this episode of JJ Meets World, I thought I would do something a little bit different, and I would ask the internet for some things that we could talk about. And I didn't want to use AI, and I didn't want to just say like, oh, let's go to icebreakers.net like I'm some kind of HR idiot.
Which so I think you've done before on this episode, on this show.
I have many times.
I think you have used icebreakers.net.
So what I decided instead was to go to, it's not only an app, but a website as well called Nextdoor.com. Are you familiar with this website?
Yeah, that's where neighbors can like tell on each other, right?
It is where neighbors can tell on each other. And it was originally meant for like, hey, here's something that you need. Like there's a lost cat in this neighborhood, or looking for someone to build a deck. Can like the people in my neighborhood recommend someone? So when you sign up, and the reason I initially signed up was the year, like in 2020, the year of intense COVID, they had a map that was put together of houses that were giving out trick or treats. And so it would put a candy bonbon over your house number. And if you had a haunted house, it put like a ghost. And I wanted to be included because we had stuff that we put out on a table for people to take. And I've been a member ever since. And every now and then something pops up in my email that says, hey, there's some activity on Nextdoor that you should check out. Now, before I go into these, I would like to remind you, I am not active on Nextdoor. I do not know any of these people, and I do not necessarily agree with any of the opinions or products that are going to be endorsed. So let's start with this. This is from SS, labeled as Only Fargo, North Dakota. SS post said, waited all day Friday for Scott Foss to come over to look at my SUV for repairs. He was to be there at 9 a.m. He didn't show, so I messaged him and rescheduled for 12 noon. Still a no-show. He messaged he would be here soon, but then stopped responding. I'm not sure how he has good reviews since I just found him unreliable. I need some major repairs, but just can't afford downtown prices. Thanks for listening to my complaint. There are 19 comments, which I will not...
Damn.
Read.
Putting Scott Foss on blast.
Right. Well, and here's the thing that I don't necessarily understand about this. Why are you having someone to come do major repairs on your SUV at your home?
That's true.
When was the last time you had someone come to your house to do car repairs?
I've never had that happen.
Right. Neither have I. Okay.
So maybe it's that the SUV just cannot move right now, and they don't want it to be towed.
Even that.
You're right, though. I don't know who in town would even offer that service.
Right. Well, Scott Foss, obviously.
Scott Foss, apparently.
And he just didn't make it.
Or this person totally misunderstands what Scott Foss is actually offering.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to read you the first two comments. One is from Gina in Eagle Run. He really screwed my husband over.
Ooh, snap.
To which the author of this post, SS, said, Gina, so sorry to hear about it. He claims to be coming over today, but didn't give me a time. If he isn't licensed and insured, I will keep looking for help.
Ooh.
All right. So a little further down, This is from Deb. This black kitten has been coming around my neighborhood backyard this last week.
Aww.
It looks like she may have had a collar as the fur is worn around her neck like she had one. I did feed her, but she wouldn't let me get close to her. Just in case someone is looking for her or him, I might try putting up a live trap out tomorrow to see if I can catch her. And it's a picture of an all black kitten.
Aww.
And it like looks in pretty good, it looks like Bagheera from the Jungle Book.
So the cat distribution system is maybe malfunctioning in your network.
Right. Okay. Oh, this one, I'm not going to say this one out loud. Burlington Commons. I don't even know what part of the neighborhood that is or what part of the city. Okay. So this one comes from a user named Jewel S.
Well, hold on. Aren't you worried that someone listening to this podcast is going to use this information and reverse engineer it to find out where you live?
No, because this is all of Fargo. Like this, for example, like that last one was South Fargo. This says Westgate, which is nowhere near my home. So I have 58103 as part of.
But I still thought it would be like keeping it within like a few block radius. I thought that's how it worked.
And you can set it to be really close, but I think when I signed up, I just did the bare minimum.
You've cast a wide net.
Yeah, I don't even know if it technically had. Well, it must have had my full address at one point because I had them put a bonbon on my house.
Does it only do Fargo? Do you also get Moorhead and Dilworth?
I get Moorhead, yes, not Dilworth. I also get West Fargo. Okay. So 3 hours ago, Jewel S. says, I have a proliferous crabapple tree in my front yard. I am looking for someone to rake up apples in my front yard. It's not a very big yard, just an hour or two of work. And there are 3 comments. And the comments are call or text a phone number and then says ask for Chris. And then Jewel S. said, sent a text. Then someone else said, are you looking for a volunteer or is this a paid job? No response.
JJ, I want to admit to a crime.
Yeah.
And it's well beyond the statute of limitations, I think, for this crime. But like 2000 and maybe 4.
Mm-hmm.
In my friend Shelly Herman's backyard, she had a crabapple tree and it was dropping crab apples everywhere, all over the backyard. And she's like, Tucker, I want to hire you to come and rake up all these crab apples and put them into this recycling bin and then like get rid of it. And I was like, okay. She was going to pay me like $50 or something. I don't know. So I raked up a bunch of the crab apples and then put them in the like this like recycling bin that they had. So, like it was a garbage bin, but it was like a official City of Fargo one, right? That you could like check out. And so I guess it wouldn't have been a recycle. It would have been like just like a waste disposal bin. And I filled it with crab apples. And then I was like, all right, I'll come back later today and get this and throw it away for you. And I never did. And we left it in the backyard of Shelly's house for like a year. And then at one point she's like, Tucker, I need you to come and get rid of this dumpster full of now fully rotted crab apples that have been sitting in the back. And so I went and I had a vehicle that was like large enough to put it in, I think. I don't know if it was, maybe I borrowed yours. I don't know if you were there or not, but I think I had Scott Haugen with me. And I thought if I didn't have you with me, I had someone else with me. And we just drove it out to the middle of the country, like on a country road, and then just left it on the side of the road.
Really? Could you identify that road again if you needed to?
No, this was over 20 years ago.
Okay, so over 20 years ago, again, the statute of limitations is off on this one. I was with a kid, and we'll just call him Travis, and a girl. And Travis had an old beat up car, and he's like, hey, let's go mudding. So I got in this car and we go out, and essentially he drives into a field and is just like whipping shitties and everything like that. And at one point there's like a garbage can in the field, and he goes, oh, let's just run over that garbage can. So he runs over that garbage can, but it doesn't come out the other side. So it's underneath us. So he's trying to like whip it out. All of a sudden we all smell it. This garbage can must have been full of manure to grow things, because now we're smelling the hot engine creating like a smoke from all of this. It was the worst smell ever. And then I almost threw up in the car because I was like, oh my God, roll down the windows. And he said, no, it'll be even worse then because the place won't be sealed.
Uh-huh.
It was awful. Do you want to admit to any other crimes?
I'm trying to think if I have any other crimes.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, speaking of criminals, George from South Moorhead said, a guy stole my Amazon package this afternoon at South Moorhead. Take care. And then a guy stole my Amazon package this afternoon at South Moorhead. Take care. And then person one, hair, blonde, other physical details, white young male. Then there's a blink cam footage of this person taking the package and walking away. Now, this is where it's great because the comments are just wonderful. The first comment is, try keeping a booby trap package, cat or dog doo-doo inside. That has 4 hearts on it. Comment number 2. Useless piece of flesh. Comment number 3. You know, that's not a very big package after all. And by the looks of it, the only spot a person would have seen it is over when passing by your neighbor's house. Too bad you didn't have a camera in front. Will Amazon refund or resend? What does a person do in this situation? And the author responds, Amazon will refund me. Thank God it was only vitamins.
This is
so now we know what's
content.
in the package. Yeah. So then
This is good.
Then do pick up at UPS store on Main and Moorhead. Then the person says, shouldn't have to. Creep. They were probably watching for trucks in your area. He keeps okay. This person doesn't even live in the same city, but they do say, and their picture is a bunch of lilacs in bloom. He keeps wearing different hats, but you know there's a guy skinny like this on the lam in the area that's got a warrant. I think it's that guy. Same build, and the guy was a professional thief. What do you think? Makes sense. He's got no other means of income to stay on the lam. He's falling back on the stuff he did as a kid.
There's a full narration going on.
Uh-huh.
This is like reading the comment section of the forum.
Yeah. And then another person says, time to buy a package box, followed up by, do you have a video of the delivery? This is really set back from the street and not at all visible from the driveway. Do you think he follows a truck? Was it shortly after the delivery? And then there are several other close-ups and other from the original poster and other like videos of it.
Okay. So all right. You're on Nextdoor right now. Are you logged into your account?
I am.
So can you, just for a moment, like, hey, Nextdoor, tell me what's going on in JJ's neighborhood.
Okay. So we want to find out what's going on in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. I'm clicking on the alerts button.
I want to see if anyone complains about you or Greg.
Well, there's going to be a lot of complaints about Greg. Greg invited a bunch of people to his home for a tour. And so it brought a bunch of ne'er-do-wells to the area. Okay. I currently don't have any alerts in my area. So that's good. It says it's 87 degrees at the time. Let's see. Okay. No, looks like the last thing was 2 weeks ago when there was a power outage. Was the last thing in my direct neighborhood that was getting commented on.
Oh, okay.
To which you got to experience that as well.
That's right. That was a fun time. That extended our shoot by a second day.
It's and someone says, do you have power? And then 9 people say nope, not for 45 minutes. Nope. Now, here's a question. I'm going to let you choose which of these groups that are near me that I join, okay? Veterans and Military Families of Fargo, 249 members. Local Dating / Hookups, 234 members. Crochet and Knitting, 29 members. Get help with home repairs and projects, 700 members. Shopping help for neighbors, Walmart and then the rest you can't see, 819 members. Too much stuff, 219 members. Neighborhood Lost Pets Group, 852 members. Homemade food recipes and pictures, 282. Let's see. All about
stop right
books.
there. Stop right there. Homemade recipes.
Okay, so I'm joining homemade recipes and pictures. I bet there's a lot of pictures in here. Okay.
Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to make a post.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
And what I want you to post about...
Hold on, but wait. The first goddamn thing in this that this is a group. I will remind you that the name of this group is Homemade Food Recipes and Pictures. The description, share your recipes and pictures of food you make at home. The first mother-loving post. Has anyone heard details concerning the shooting at Lake Crest Clubhouse 2 blocks west of the lights on 32nd Avenue? It happened last night about 10 p.m. And then the post after that is rhubarb season's underway. Oh my God.
All right, I want you to make a post.
Okay.
I want you to get yourself an order of KFC.
Yeah, okay.
And just post that.
What kind of be like just like mom used to make?
It's in the bucket, like having KFC tonight. Like you're someone who kind of understands the premise of the group, but not correctly.
Should I ask if anyone knows what the 11 herbs and spices are?
Yeah.
That's why I came to this group.
Has that never been actually discovered? I would assume you could easily reverse engineer it with technology.
Well, of course. Do we know the 11 herbs and spices? According to Gemini, no. The exact 11 herbs and spices KFC uses are a closely guarded secret, though a recipe allegedly from Colonel Sanders' family scrapbook was leaked in 2016 containing ingredients such as salt, white pepper, basil, thyme, paprika, and garlic powder. Other sources propose different lists, and KFC itself has not confirmed any specific blend. One time I saw a 60 Minutes about KFC, and it was like Undercover Boss before Undercover Boss was a thing. And so one of the 60 Minutes camera people went undercover, and while they were there, one of the managers at this KFC was showing them about how, like, oh, if you have chicken that's starting to turn, so it like looks a little green and it smells funky, if you just put it in a bleach solution and then rinse it, it's fine and you can use it. I saw that and it made me sick to my stomach. But by the end of the episode, I was kind of like, I kind of would like some Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I kind of want it right now. I kind of want mashed potatoes and gravy right now.
Just the mashed potatoes and gravy?
Yeah. I mean, really, I want a Thanksgiving meal. That's what I want right now.
Yeah, you do.
I want like thick slices of white turkey breast. I want stuffing. I want mashed potatoes and gravy. That's what I'm craving right now.
Okay, you need those three elements to make it a Thanksgiving meal? Is that your opinion?
I would say for myself, that's the main base. Obviously, there's more stuff you could put in there, but those would be the three things that I'm like, with these three things, it is now a Thanksgiving meal for me.
I am of the belief that if you showed me a picture of a meal and it had white turkey, if it had mashed potatoes and had stuffing on a plate, I would immediately say and assume this is a Thanksgiving meal. And they could say like, oh no, this is actually the Perkins, summer harvest menu. And I'd be like, oh, okay. But I would assume Thanksgiving first. Now, if you showed me a picture of a turkey on a table, but there's no mashed potatoes or no stuffing, I would be like, oh, someone's making a holiday meal, but not Thanksgiving holiday, must be Christmas.
Right. And if it's a ham, it might be Easter
or Christmas. I feel like Christmas.
That's true.
Ham. Like we have more ham holidays than we have turkey holidays. Now, another holiday that I think is synonymous with turkey, based on my opinion, is that was a 4th of July thing. Like we'd all go to my grandpa's lake cabin, and they would just make a big ass turkey because you can feed a lot of people with turkey, right? Like you just eat the turkey, you can put it on a sandwich with a bun and some chips, and you're good to go.
Cold, hot, either way.
Yeah, exactly. You just eat the skin. If that's all you want is just some skin, go for it, man. Okay, so I'm gonna read you an email. So I've been declined entry into this group.
Oh, they said no?
They said no.
Wait, what?
Due to my lack of posts.
But how are you supposed to post if you can't join the group?
I mean, I think I have to post like in general.
Oh.
Or like probably comment on stuff before they're going to let me put this up there.
Oh, do you think it was a bot or do you think someone reviewed it and said no?
I don't know. I think it's probably a bot that let me go this quickly.
Okay.
Also, there hasn't been a fresh post on this thing in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, let's bring this group back to life. What is everyone making tonight? I made steak and potatoes and prepped some bread pudding for it. It looks like a turd in a toilet. Like it's an up close photo of this like really up close like steak bites served over. Like it looks like poop in a toilet.
That's great. There's a Reddit that's devoted to photos of food that definitely looks like it's shit.
Yeah.
Even though it's food. And this subreddit is just called poop from a butt.
Yeah. Interesting.
And it's all just food that definitely looks like it's a piece of shit.
Okay, so the next thing that's next to this email that's sent saying I've been declined access to this group is somebody saying that they have a podcast. Now, is this can't be local, is it? Oh, their location's denied, but it's being sent my way, which makes me think it is local. They said, I've started a podcast, and this episode is about a big booty ghost girl stuck in my TV.
What?
I think I'll just join that group right now. Okay, well, we'll let you know if I get into that one.
Can you start a group?
Oh, that's a delightful idea.
You need to start a group.
What should I call the group?
Then you can decide. JJ's Clubhouse.
Oh, well, no, that seems like I would be like trying to lure children in.
I know.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay, something better. I guess something better.
Okay, hold on.
Playhouse. JJ's Playhouse.
That's even worse.
Okay, JJ's Kindergarten.
JJ's Guppy Swimming School.
JJ's Child Talent Modeling Agency.
Oh, see, there you go. Did you ever watch that show that Rob Hubel, Aziz Ansari, and I can't remember who the other guy was, but it was a sketch comedy show. Hold on, it was so good. Okay, hold on, wait. This is going to be good. Rob Hubel. Rob Hubel is a guy who I first saw when I lived in Chicago because he did a series of ads for AMC for T-Mobile that was called like the inconsiderate cell phone guy, and it imposed him in different places. And so like he's at like the Masters golf tournament, and he's got a flip phone to his ears. He's like, "I'm the guy in the suit waving," and there's another one where he's like at like a baptism. And he's got the phone. He goes, "Just looked it up, dude. Unsavory." And then he's like laughing out loud. And it was all about how like you should do this. It was the best ad I've ever seen for that. Okay.
I remember the cutaway to him just laughing in one.
Right. And he's like shaking his whole head. Like his
like
whole body gets into it. Okay. So I'm getting close. The name of the show was called Human Giant. I believe it was on MTV. Okay, hold on, wait. Here we go, because this is going to be good. It's really good. The name of one of the episodes of this program was a child talent agency that he and like Aziz Ansari ran, and it was so good. It was so good. It was so funny. Like when I tell it to you, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, of course that's what it was called," because that's a genius name for a fake child's talent agency. Okay. People just love it when I'm sitting and scrolling, right? This is the most engaging type of content you could ever imagine. Oh,
we've had worse.
Yeah, that's very true. That's 100% true.
We've definitely had worse. Hey, tangent for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know what for whatever reason, my most recent comfort media has been.
What?
Pro wrestling.
Interesting.
For some reason, but for the most part, it's like interviews, like behind the scenes about the actual goings on of like, so not like when they're in character, but when they're out of character, and they're talking about like, yeah, this is like how it works backstage and stuff, all that kind of stuff. Like that's all I've been watching lately.
My friend Jay Scott during COVID got really into amateur wrestling and goes to like has traveled across the country to go to some of these. And down in Austin, he follows one guy in particular whose name is Luigi, who has a like big Italian mustache, not dressed like Luigi from Mario Brothers, but he like spins pizza dough and then throws it in the person's face and then tackles them. He goes, this guy is amazing. Okay. So it's season 1, episode 3 of the show Human Giant, and the episode is called Lil 911. And the name of their talent agency is the Shutterbugs. And what they're doing is they're casting a movie about George Bush taking on Bin Laden. And like, but it's all done with children. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's got a 7.8 out of 10 rating. Wow. This is from Thursday, April 19th, 2007. I highly recommend. And they're like, there's a great line where Rob Hubel's like on the phone and he goes, "Who do you think you're messing around with? This is Shutterbugs, man." I said, that's so great.
Recently came across my feed because we obviously just had the anniversary of 9/11. Some like high school in Texas, like their cheerleading squad, they did a like 9/11 remembrance dance routine.
Oh, really?
And it's wild because this is like the whole school is watching this, right? It's like a pep rally. And they're doing this whole other thing, and then it gets to the 9/11 tribute section of their performance, and it starts playing Enya. I think it's like "Who Can Say When the you know that fucking Enya song that's behind everything." And then it's audio of George W. Bush giving his address to the nation after the attack.
Oh boy!
And I'm not joking, JJ. The cheerleaders, they make they form 2 towers. Like people towers, and then they form an airplane, and then another fucking airplane. And this is real. This wasn't a skit. I'm watching it, and I'm going, "What the fuck?" It has to be in Texas. This has to be in Texas.
In all honesty, it is the type of content, like the type of thing where nobody else thought to say, maybe not. Like nobody, nobody stepped forward and like put like one hand on the table, goes, but no one did. Wow.
Oh, I found it. Yep, it's from about 10 months ago, a 9/11 cheer reenactment tribute.
And like the thing about cheerleading is like it's supposed to be about like celebration. And I don't want to.
Oh God, it's wild! It's wild.
That being said, have you ever gone on a deep hole of watching marching bands who are really good at what they do?
No, I keep my marching band specifically to 2 pieces of media: The Adventures of Pete and Pete, and that OK Go music video where they do a marching band. After that, I pretty much I do not consume marching band media.
I'll send you my 15 favorite marching band videos.
Okay, you have 15?
No, I have way more than that, but I'll choose the 15 I think that you'll enjoy the most, because when you watch the majesty of how easy like they make it look, but really how complex it is. Oh,
I could have seen you playing a trumpet.
Really?
In a marching band. I think you would be a trumpet player.
Okay.
I'm picturing you in a marching band costume, and then I'm going, what instrument does he get? It's wait a minute.
You gonna say tuba instead?
Tuba would be good.
You know why you say that? Because I'm a chubby guy.
No.
Everyone thinks chubby guys and tubas.
No, I had gone from trumpet to trombone to tuba, but I'm actually back on trombone again. I think you would have trombone. You would do funny stuff with the trombone.
Right. Like I would make it like hitting someone in the butt.
Right. Yep.
I always thought that, I mean, I played the alto saxophone. That was my thing, right? But if I had to choose any instrument, I think that I would have really rocked not playing an instrument, but being the leader, like the baton person at the front.
Would you be doing all of the flips and catches and stuff?
Yeah. All of it.
I wouldn't. I would go straight edge.
Do you want to know why I think I'd be good at it? I've got a great sense of direction. Our marching band would never get lost. I would turn us on the appropriate streets if we were in a parade. I would make sure that we go in the right direction and like there's always going to be enough room and not get us bungled up so that everyone's like, oh God.
Yeah, but you'd be answering your phone all the time too.
Yeah,
like
because I'm at the front. I got to have the important information.
You'd be streaming. You'd be watching stuff on your phone. I think you'd be too into your phone.
You know, the first place that I would lead my marching band,
Dairy Queen.
No, KFC.
That's where I would go.
KFC. That's going to wrap it up for today's show. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to help us continue to produce new episodes each week, visit jjmeetsworld.com, where you can donate to our Patreon, pick up some swag at the merch shop, or follow our link to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. You can also follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all the sites the cool kids are using these days. JJ Meets World is produced every week by Tucker Lucas. You can find out more about Tucker's work by visiting moonbasemaria.com. If you want to get in touch with your host with the most, check out linebenders.com, where you can find direct contact info for JJ or booking information. If there were hybrid people that are half people, half animals, and you worked at a KFC and you were a mouse person, like a Fievel, I'd still get the KFC.